1. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Good as Gold number 56. This is the semifinals, game 1 of a best of 3. We have VM Serpent going up against Why Can't I Lose, and with me today, as he was the whole day, thank you, sir, he is other side, LordFreiza. You can find him on YouTube or on Twitch at Frieza Starcraft. Hello, sir, how are you?
I'm doing great myself. How have you been?
Fantastic still. I'm getting a little tired, I must admit. I'll let you take it away with the intro.
Alrighty, so spawning the bottom left-hand corner of Shakur's Plateau, it's Swedish Fish D, the teal Terran player. And spawning the bottom right-hand corner, it's VM Serpent, the pink Zerg player. And we're coming into a fantastic TVZ matchup.
Indeed we are. It's currently 0-0. Coming back to the everyone cam, and we see that there's a supply depot going down, not at the ramp. Swedish Fish is aware he's up against a Zerg. This is not a random. So that actually probably tips us off to the fact that he may want to go command center first, as that's a really high economy thing, although kind of had a rally point set just a moment. Alright, no, okay. So, yep, probably going command center first, and our Zerg player is sending a drone scout out actually before his overlord gets over here. I'm not sure why he would do that. A little bit of a conversation going on between our two players. Oh, it looks like VM Serpent is actually unaware that this is a forced cross map, so that just means he can't be close by ground. So this is a little bit of a waste that his drone's doing right now. And his overlord has found his opponent, so the drone could probably return home or control his El Naga.
Well, we do see a double barracks on the way out of Swedish Fish in his own base, so, I mean, rather than going for that CC first like you predicted, it's actually going to be more of an attacking force, like an earlier game-type push thing. So I'm interested to see how he tries to pull this out and what he's going to be doing as far as the expansion goes, but for the time being, that's two very early racks right there. So he's definitely going to be going for some early pressure.
It was 14 racks, I think it was. Which is really low economy. So as long as VM Serpent scouts it out like he is right now and then holds it off, he should be in a really advantageous position. Heck, he could even be laying down a third base right now. Just have a continued conversation going on out of both players right now.
Yeah, well,
Swedish Fish now telling us that he thought he was going up against a Terran, perhaps realizing his mistake here.
Ooh. Well, that's going to be a little costly right there. Back at VM Serpent space, we did see that he went for a 14 pull, 15 hatch. I believe that was 14 pull anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, he's going to be getting the economy slightly later, but he's going to be getting the units out slightly quicker. And again, I think that's probably going to be advantageous, like you're saying, to have the units out, to have the defenses ready for this kind of early game pressure push. It appears he's going for 3 racks, and that's, again, a little bit of a dated build in a lot of respects, but I think if done properly, it could be relatively effective, especially if you catch the Serpent off guard.
Yes, I mean, you see it sometimes, especially in tournaments like this. There's kind of a stim timing attack, and I'm not sure where this Marine is wandering to, but perhaps he's hoping to catch an Overlord up here, or he also is unaware that it's force cross map. So sadly, I think I say that every day we're on Shakura's. If I don't, please let me know. Swedish Fish is surprised that, hey, there are Zerglings in your base, and he does have 2 Marines in the base still, they having just popped off. Actually losing a Marine, which he did not need to do, and really those Lings being much more effective than they probably should have been, killing 2 workers during that process. And now finally the ramp has begun to be blocked off. There's 3 SUVs. Okay, now a third supply depot going down. None of that Ling stuff, says Swedish Fish, who realizes that, yep, it was a bit silly to go with a TVT build against a Zerg.
Yeah, it's interesting to see that he's going for the expansion now, and I guess it should work out advantageously later into the game, but it's a risk because he did start out with the wrong build, so as we do see, he threw down 2 reactors and a tech lab. He's really going to start pumping out Marines and getting some upgrades from the tech lab. I like to see this, but here comes another now Speedling force out of VM Serpent. I think so long as this wall-off is up, he should have no problem holding it. But again, Swedish Fish has to react in time, and as we saw from that last engagement right there, it took him a while to move his mineral line off. So, ooh, Baneling's actually being morphed in. I didn't catch that Baneling that's being made. So
Yep.
we're going to be seeing a Baneling bust right here. Do you think this is going to work out for him?
I'm gonna say yes. He's got 42 supply against the 27. Really, Swedish Fish trying to go with this double reactor. As long as VM Serpent goes just about now, especially since he's scanned, it's no surprise. So we're just waiting on these last two Banelings to morph, and then he's gonna go. There's no kind of stim or combat shields on the way. Actually, these extra 4 Marines popping off may be enough. A bunker goes down, but it's probably too late. All the supply depots go down. One more Baneling, a good hit here will end the game. Can it land?
Ooh,
So
decent kiting from these Marines, but eventually they're going to fall. Baneling does not get in there, and I'd like to see him bring that Baneling to the mineral line, but actually he's just going to
now
retreat
he's
it.
being surrounded by
alive.
SCVs. Did not need to go into the mineral line. Swedish Fish.
GG's. Wow. A little preemptively?
I mean, maybe not. There was another group of Zerglings that were coming on in, and there was still one Baneling left. Probably could have hidden another Baneling off to the side and warped that in, and I'm sure Swedish Fish was expecting something like that. So, really not a bad call at all. Well done by VM Serpent, realizing his opponent had definitely made a mistake there and taking advantage of it. So, F10, there we go, into the score screen. There, don't worry though, there is a game number 2 and perhaps a game number 3 as we see whether or not VM Serp or Swedish Fish can bring it back after that kind of rough first loss. Also, we've lost the in-game screen. It just like disappeared.